Just some interesting things I was reading last night. Oh, this is my concept. Monopoly. Gates in China buying up land. Are they gonna sell? And then these people buying up Bitcoin. Are they gonna sell? And now we're at this monopoly thing, right? And that's why those things are nice, but I'm really into hard assets. Chickens, cows, man-made island farms, fisheries, things that can get you through no matter how they try to manipulate the price of USD or the price of Bitcoin or the price of land. Things that kind of recession-proof you. And anyways, I want to talk about there's a trend now in prison where they're writing in Aztec. And the name for the Aztec they're writing is like not all and know what. And it's kind of funny because if you were to look at the Aztecs, there are these brilliant people that had like Texcoco, where they had these man-made island farms where they had all the food grown, and for like animal islands to separate them. And for them it was control so that the masses couldn't easily access food and animals. So when you look at the Aztecs, right, they're brilliant. They have these beautiful pyramids that they made. Mayans too, and or even the Incas, right? Machu Picchu. Kids are so rough with this stuff. It's like paper, but I need some sort of I need like metal engraved plates. So basically, what happened was they had this beautiful empire, and then they started being a little bit too harsh with the masses, where they were cutting out the hearts of religious ceremonies, yeah. And they were cutting out the hearts and letting, while they were still alive, and letting them topple down these beautiful statues. And it just got really pretty intense. So this is what happened after God was like, you know what, I can't really see so many innocent bystanders have their hearts literally cut out. So he sent people from Spain, and here, just like to understand, he sent people from Spain with boats in 1519. Okay, so this is over 500 years ago, and they took whatever these little boats that they had, and they went all the way over here, over 500 years ago. And that's what God did. He's like, this is too harsh. It's not. I'm choosing not to bless you, and I'm going to save your slaves. And they came, and eventually they saw that Cortez was a god, because they had these like weapons they'd never seen before, and they annihilated the Aztec people. Unfortunately, the rulers and the non-rulers, but they still survive, and they still have descendants. I was good friends with a 4th generation Aztec healer in Mexico, who taught me how to make cerumen, which is a drug that helps with African sleeping sickness, and it helps with autism. It helps with spectrum disorders, and it's the sap of the tree of white pine. So pine trees are so crucial. There were 3 that he used. The one I remember is white pine. I'd have to call him, but so these are the things. They're brilliant people, and when God stopped blessing them, he literally sent someone from across the world to say no more, and then they were no more. So it's interesting to me that was taken prisoner. Oh, the leaders were taken prisoner. Yeah, so they killed the leaders. And now the trend is that these people that are in prison are writing letters in ancient Aztec. And you could make different analysis of that, right? Because in World War II, I think they used the Native American language during the war to limit understanding and communication of the enemies. So you could say they're writing the letters to not be understood, but a lot of statements have different levels of allegorical, right? And what is that other statement? You know, to not have what you're saying interpreted as easily as possible, but also to say it's like Texcoco. That's where they had all the island farms. So this giant lake there, and they put all the farms for the food and the animals, and they had boats that transferred it. And then when they got to the land, they had canals they had done. It was really elaborate. So maybe also one of the statements of these prisoners is, please God, let us have these man-made islands to grow food, to have animal islands like a wild horse island, because concrete can float. I grew up on a concrete barge in Megan's Bay, St. Thomas, and people loved it, and it kept them off the shore where a lot of the fisheries are, where the fish breed and create. It's just they swim out there. It's a little bit of a workout. You have someone there with maybe a lemonade stand or a pina colada stand, and they'll stay out there, just like your pets or the iguanas here. If you provide food and water, they don't leave. So I love this book. This book is amazing. It has some water damage, but I like the one it has. All right. God bless.